Yeah, it'll be fun.
Cool. Rolling? All right, cool. True or false, Chris, you would not be where you are today if it had not been for the Northwoods League?
Absolutely true. That was one of the funnest experiences of my life, honestly. That was kind of the first time I, got away from home for a really long time and was kind of living on my own a little bit. The way it kind of simulates college and minor league baseball and professional baseball with the traveling and staying overnight. I had a lot of fun. Andy McKay taught me a lot, about the mental side of baseball too, which was, really helped me out a lot. I've always been kind of, on the physical side of it and not too much thinking about that kind of stuff. But, he kind of put it all in perspective and, really helped me out, kind of balancing things.
McKay actually retired this past season.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You guys are missing out on an awesome coach. His credentials, speak for themselves, and he was just an awesome coach. I mean, he would break it out in such a way that was kind of interesting, but would help you more so than just talking about this slider, this fastball, up, down, and out, that kind of stuff.
Anything about lacrosse that was memorable?
Oh man, what wasn't memorable up there? Oh man, honestly, if I had to pick one,
You could pick a couple.
I mean, there was the craziest thing that we had was we had a rain out one day, and prior to the game, we had BP music going on, and I started doing some crazy dance, and all the guys are getting into it, and we had a rain out, and they're all like, "Hey man, you need to get on top of the dugout and do it now." So one of the guys ran up there, put through the song on. I got up there and started acting crazy. So that was definitely a fun highlight that I remember.
Do you have any memorabilia? Do you have any hats, jerseys from the time?
Oh yeah, I still got my undershirt that I got from there. Chris Goodell, I actually met with him in Minnesota, and he brought me some gear and stuff like that. I got hang out with him and his family a little bit and kind of talk about some old times we had. But I enjoyed it so much up there. I'd love to get back up there again.
Obviously not to play, but
yeah, go see my host family that I stayed with. The Brandow family. They were so awesome to us, and they introduced me to the pizza oven with frozen pizzas. So it opened up a can of worms for me.
And now you're still doing it to this day.
Oh,
huh?
absolutely. My mom got me one for Christmas that next Christmas. So
Awesome. Sweet.
yeah.
Can you believe the league is turning 20?
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It was. I had such a good time up there. It really simulated, professional baseball. In a way of, I played in the Cape Cod League, and that was obviously an unbelievable experience for me as well. But we never stayed on the road. Our longest bus ride was an hour. So, the simulation from the Northwoods to professional was, really kind of got you prepared for it. And the city of La Crosse. I mean, other than Madison, I think we were the next closest in attendance, and it was like a party out there sometimes. It was fun. Fans were always into it, and the stadium was always electric, and it's a great city.
And I'm sure you had some amazing bus trips from La Crosse to Thunder Bay.
Oh, I didn't go to Thunder Bay. I remember that. They were like, "Oh, you need to get your passport. We never went to Thunder Bay. So I remember going to Battle Creek a couple times, and some of the other long ones, and those were fun, rolling in and at 6 a.m. and having to go home and then be back at the yard at 2.
And it's amazing how the fans really take to the teams and the players.
Yeah, I mean, it's it like I said, I mean, it was so much like professional baseball. Like you were kind of like a pro while you were there. I guess it would be kind of like a semi-pro, but yeah, I mean, that was kind of the funnest part. That would, you go to stadiums where there's a couple hundred people scattered throughout the crowd, and it's kind of like you're playing in a backyard. And you go to La Crosse, and you felt it. You're out there on the mound, you feel the energy kind of pulsating through the stadium. So I've been getting on their website every once in a while, and they're doing some new things, new fun things. So it's awesome. It's so much fun.
So then maybe you saw me doing the host post game last year, maybe.
A couple times, yeah. It's yeah, I mean, what they're doing up there, it's such a great experience for guys in college coming up and, just preparing themselves, not only physically but mentally for, the grind of, everyday baseball. That was kind of the first time I'd ever played. It was an everyday thing. So, it stunk at times, but, looking back on it, it was an awesome experience and an experience I'll, never forget.
Awesome. All right, cool. So lacrosse was it 2004 where you honed your skills in the Northwoods League?
Yeah, played for the lacrosse Loggers, and I enjoyed it so much. It was such a fun time, being in the summer leagues with all the other college players, and for me it was a time where I really got to break out and shine. They gave me the opportunity to pitch, and for me, I remember looking back and taking that opportunity and running with it.
When you first, heard that you were going to be playing in the Northwoods League, you're like, what? What is this?
I heard it was a good league, but I'd never heard of anything of Lacrosse, Wisconsin, or where that even was on a map. But obviously when I got there, I got to see how passionate the fans are. And throughout the league, obviously lacrosse had some of the best fans in the whole league, and so it was a joy to play in front of several thousand fans a night, and that's something I'll always remember.
What about being with the host family? That was probably one of your first experiences with that too.
Yeah, with the Thurstons, they were great host parents. They gave me bed, everything I needed. When we're coming in late from travels, hopefully I didn't wake them up, but I always remember them fondly.
Would you recommend the Northwoods League to any young ball player?
Yeah, if you're coming out of in college and looking for summer league, the Northwoods League really does. They have the talent and they have the schedule that really pushes you. You're playing on like a minor league schedule, so it gives you the taste of professional baseball. Plus, it gives you those extra games. It gives you the opportunity to continue to get better, and that's what everybody in college is looking to do.
And what are some of your fond memories of lacrosse?
I remember the beer batter. The beer batter, that was fun because I remember thinking I need to strike this guy out just so everybody gets on their feet and goes to run to the stands to go get that half price beer. So that was something that was always really fun.
Sweet, cool, man.
All right,
thank you very much. Appreciate it.